Hi, welcome to Knitting Downsized. My name is Katie, and this is a podcast about knitting, about life in a camper as a family of 4 with our little doggie, and about our family and some of our excursions and things that we get into. So first off, like and subscribe here if you like knitting content. I've tried to post a video usually once a week. It's been kind of crazy here lately, so I haven't been able to do that. But also check us out on Instagram. Over there, we are Knitting Downsized, and like and follow over there as well. I try to post some updates and things on my knitting progress and what's going on in our life at the time. So first off, I'm sorry. It's been a crazy 3 or 4 weeks since I podcasted last. We have been hit by every sick bug that you can get hit by. Clay, my son, who is 6, just started kindergarten, and my daughter, Fiona, who is 3, just started Mother's Morning Out. It's a program where she gets to go for the morning, and it's kind of like daycare, but it gives me a couple hours to sleep because I work nights. And apparently they are collecting every virus known to man. I think 4 weeks ago, Clay had flu B, then Fiona had croup, so we spent 2 nights in the emergency room, and then I got conjunctivitis in my eye, so I looked like Quasimodo for like 4 or 5 days, and lots of antibiotics in my eye. And then Clay was sick again last week and had a fever, some unknown virus. We had to pick him up from school and bring him home. So it's been a really fun 2023. I'm so ready for it to be pretty weather, and maybe some of these viruses and colds will start to chill out and quit being so crazy. So you'll probably hear my kids in the background. It's such a really pretty day here today in Western North Carolina. I think it's in the 60s, and the sun was out all day, and they are outside with their dad playing and enjoying all of our neighbors. So you'll probably hear them scream, and they're running around and everything like that. So I'm just going to try to keep them out of the house so I could podcast for a few minutes. So first off, what I'm wearing, this is my Saldana by Caitlin Hunter. So I made this several years ago. I love this pattern. I think I've made 3 of them. And this, I love the colors of this one, but it ended up being like a boob tube. It is very short. It barely covers what it needs to cover, but I love the colors of it. I wish I would have had another skein of this speckle. It's a Leading Men Fiber Art speckle. I wish I would have had another skein of it, but also, I don't know if you can tell, there's so much ease in this that I've thought a lot about taking it out and redoing the body of it to see if I can get another inch or 2 out to where it would be more acceptable to wear in public. But I love this sweater. I did want to show you guys something and be a very transparent knitter. This is all superwash, and I think I've showed you guys before. I am not a big fan of sewing in ends, so I will sew them in or try to knit them in. But if it's like a real woolly wool, I usually won't clip them very long. But I'll show you. This is all superwash, and you can see all my ends there. I just left them long. I didn't even attempt to sew them in because, especially right here in this first part, there's so many different times that you have to cut. You can't really carry the yarn through, and I try to carry the yarn as much as possible, but it's not really possible in this sweater to do that. So I just cut the yarn long and I let it hang. It's not going to come out or come loose because I'm wearing it. I know that the ends are long, so it doesn't really bother me. I really like it. But I usually wear this with overalls. I'll wear like an undershirt and then put this over top of, I have some cool jean overalls that I wear it with. So I'm not showing the world all my goods. Sorry about that. So I've been really pretty productive as far as knitting wise, especially for Fiona. So I've been trying to go through some of my yarn stash and knit down some of that. I have so much stash and I'm just trying to get through some of it. Especially Fiona is very knitworthy. She loves to wear any of her knits. She will wear them like every single day if she can. And she would wear the same one every day if she didn't get like pizza or red sauce on it. So, so one of my favorite kid patterns, I highly recommend it, is the Little Ripple Crop Top by Jessie Maed. I cannot recommend that pattern enough. I have made it 3 times in this last month, and I've made it using different different yarn weights. I just really, really like the pattern. It's very brain friendly, I think. It allows you, if you need a project to just kind of knit on for, 8 or 10 inches, and it's super, super brain friendly. I like to have one of these on the side because I love to rib, and it's just something to have like an easy project, like an easy for your brain project, and then a complicated project. And that way I can take my easy for my brain project to work and work on it during my lunch. So this is the first one I finished. This is just some random cotton. I think I showed you guys last time. I was almost done with it. And it is just the Little Ripple Crop Top by Jessie Maed. I posted a picture of Fiona wearing it the weekend that she was sick on our Instagram page. And she absolutely loves this. It is just a random cotton. A friend of mine went to an estate sale type store, and they were giving away a bunch of yarn, and usually that means it's really weird, unnamed, like rug yarn. That's usually what I've been given. But this was really awesome. It does look like it might be like Kool-Aid dyed. But it's cotton. It's like a boucle cotton. I don't know if you can kind of tell. It's been washed. It's been washed and dried on high, so it doesn't fit her as well as it did when it started. So it's now a little bit too short, but with some cute shorts for the summer, I think she'll really enjoy it. So that was the first one I made. Then I made another one out of Juniper Moon Bloom, which is another boucle cotton, and it is a bulky cotton. Yes, bulky cotton. So with this one is like a DK weight. The pattern is written for fingering. So I just sized down a couple sizes and use my DK. So that's what I'm saying about the pattern. The pattern, I think, is from 6 months to 8 or 10 years. So it's very easy for you to size up yarn weights and then size down in the pattern. So highly recommend the pattern. Go buy it. And then this one is bulky. So I think I did a little bit smaller than the 6 month size. I think, because I started it, I think, on the 6 month cast on amount, and I knew it was going to be way too big. So once again, this has been washed and dried before I could tell Kevin not to dry it. And it's like unspun cotton. So immediately it shrunk. It width-wise is still fine, but it is very short on her. So it's going to be a cute little sweater to go over like dresses. But this is really pretty purple. And with the sleeves, I think Jessie Maed wants you to join the sleeves in the round. But I like that, especially for the summer here, I didn't want her to have extra fabric underneath her armpit and to kind of give her a little vent. So I just kind of knit back and forth instead of in the round. So that way there's not a little bit of extra fabric there to keep her really hot. So there's this one. I really, really love this one. I'm going to get her, I think, some Disney fabric like Frozen because they have a lot of purples in the fabric. And I'm going to ask my mom to make her some maybe cute little dresses, like summer dresses, because she is all about dresses now. And wear this with like her summer stuff when we go to church or, up in the mountains where it's a little bit chillier than it is down here. So I actually made 2 of the same exact sweater. So this is the first one I made. One of my good friends at work, who is very knitworthy, I work with her at night. She has 4 grandkiddos, and one of her daughters is, I believe, a day or 2 younger than Fiona. So they're both the same age, and they're both very similar in personalities. So her grandmother loved the purple, so she asked me to make her one. So I made one. Because it's bulky, I think I made it in a day. Super easy. I made it for her and gave it to her. I would love to post a picture, but I don't have permission to post a picture of that. So of her, but she looks super cute and she absolutely loves it. And her grandmother tells me that she has not wanted to take it off. So I might have to make her another one. So she has a couple in rotation. So those are the 3 ripple crop tops, little ripple crop tops by Jessie Maed that I've made over the last month. So for Valentine's Day, I wanted to make Fiona a sweater to go to school in, because I, just got a wild hair and decided 2 days before Valentine's to make her a sweater that she could wear for Valentine's. And yeah, I did it. And I took a really cute picture of her, or I tried to take a cute picture of her in her Valentine's sweater. And I took a picture of both kids and it looked like a prison photo. It was early in the morning and they were both very unhappy to take pictures. So I don't have a really good picture of her in this, especially before it was felted and shrunk. So this sweater was also quite a different size. It was washed. This is 100% wool. It is Cascade worsted. I believe it's the 200 or the 220. I had some scraps and I just worked up this little sweater. So this is the cast on and everything is the flax sweater. I love using their numbers, especially for kids sweaters. I tend to use their sweaters and then I'll add like a cute little motif on the bottom, because you'll have the number for the body and you can just customize a motif for the bottom. So yeah, it was like 6 inches longer. So now it is a crop top sweater, but she still wears it. She still loves it. We just wear like a longer shirt underneath it. So this might be one that she wears in the fall with some cute dresses to school. So I've got to make her she's got a St. Patrick's Day shirt, so maybe I won't make her a St. Patrick's Day sweater, but I don't know. I'll probably get another wild hair and make, because I think I actually have some green that I could make her a sweater, or do like a rainbow sweater. Maybe I'll do that. So I've made her 4 sweaters. It's just been kind of, I guess, relaxing for me because we've all been sick and going through it, that it's been really easy for me to just pick up. Sorry, that's Fiona. It's just been really easy for me to pick up and just work on and not have to think about anything. I could just throw it down when the kids didn't feel good, or if we needed to go to the emergency room, I could just pack it in a bag and go with it. So those have been my FOs for the last month. So I'm kind of excited about those, even though they were all shrunk. So along the lines of Jessie Maed, I adore all of her patterns. I think they're awesome. They are very size inclusive. And I feel like they fit my bust very well. So I made a ripple crop top, a worsted ripple crop top last year, and I absolutely love it. So I have this really pretty pink yarn that I bought when we went to the Outer Banks, and it's made in Churchville, Virginia. So it's 100% cotton. It's a DK weight cotton. So the pattern is meant for worsted. So I sized up. I went up a size. So it's Sestari. And it's this really pretty pink. It's pink heather, in case you are wondering what color it is. I cannot tell you how much I like this yarn. I started knitting with it, and the drape on this, I just can't tell you how much I really love this yarn. I already told Kevin that I'm going to buy another sweater's worth, because they have some, I think, a really pretty like yellow or cream that I'd like to make another one of the sweater. Because the drape on this, I'm using size 7s. I use my Chiagus like always, my interchangeable Chiagus. And Chiagus, I don't know. I'm just going to keep calling it Chiagus. So I started the worsted crop top. I am on the separation. So I'm on the front. I just started. I split for the front. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but like, look how floppy that is. Like and this definition too. I did not think, I bought the yarn and thought I'm probably going to make a ton of dishcloths out of this because I didn't think I was going to enjoy knitting with it, but I absolutely love it. Once again, I definitely want to buy another, you can't really tell, but there's so much drape to it. And I think once it's kind of worn and blocked, I think it's going to get even softer and just be super amazing. It is at this gauge. It is a little bit, I don't know if you can tell, it is a little bit see-through, so I'll have to wear like a camisole underneath it, but that's fine with me. But I think it'll be a really nice sweater or a little t-shirt for summertime with like some cute jean shorts. Super excited about this. But I've put this on hold for a little bit. This is my second skein of it. And I'm onto the front separation. So, and I've got, this much left. So, I mean, I honestly think the pattern calls for like 1,000 yards or something. And it seems like a lot. I have that much yardage, but I don't know if I'm going to need it. I hope I don't need it because I'd like to make Fiona a top. I was actually thinking about buying the ripple bralette for my niece. My niece goes to Auburn and it's super hot there and she has the cutest little figure. And so I was like, maybe I can make her a ripple bralette and for her just to kind of wear around her dorm or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see how much I have left. I guarantee, I'll probably definitely go into my 3rd ball, but I don't think I'm going to have to go into my 4th. So kind of excited about that. So a project that I started last night, one of our security guards at work, his birthday is at the end of the week and he's very knitworthy. I think anybody in security or law enforcement, I am definitely a big supporter of that. They protect us. So the least I can do is make them a hat. So, because I work at night and this particular security guard also works at night, it does get very cold. And I have noticed that he has like a cheapy hat and, one of those cheapy, like, I don't want to say like Walmart hats, but like they're the weird, like, acrylic like hats that you just buy off the store and they're like $4 and, which is absolutely fine. But I have this really awesome yarn that I thought I would make him an actual handmade hat. I started the watch cap by Pearl Soho. And it's really, I like Pearl Soho's patterns, but it's difficult for me because if you find the pattern, you have to go look at what yarn they use to find the weight of the pattern. It doesn't seem like they come right out and tell you like, oh, this is a DK weight pattern or this is a worsted or fingering weight pattern. You kind of have to go to the yarn, figure out what weight of yarn that is, and then translate it back to the pattern. I know that might not make sense, but it's just like an extra step that you have to do that confuses me every single time that I try to do it. So I am doing because this is a DK weight yarn, this supposedly DK weight. This is Juniper Moon Farms Patagonia, and it is in like I think it's like a charcoal gray color. And it's just a really nice 2x2. See, I told you I'm all about the ribbing lately. 2x2 rib hat. So it's got a really cool crown decreases that I really like in the pattern. I've made it before. And I really like it. And I think it'll be really warm for winter and keeping his head warm. I'm going to do I think I'm going to do it extra long so he can roll it up maybe twice if he needs to, or just really thick around his ears if he needs to. So those are the projects that I'm actively, actually I have one more. Hang on just a second. Sorry about that. I have one more project. This one fell behind the couch and I forgot to get it earlier. So I started another sweater that I think I'm going to rip out. But I started it and I really like the colors. So I think I'm going to figure out how to, I guess, translate the pattern, or maybe the color, find a different color or find a different weight of yarn. So this is the Cathedral Dome, and it was in a knitting book that I rented from the library, I think back during the summer, and I saved this pattern because I didn't have enough time to start it while I had it. Can you tell? Is that like a good enough pattern picture? So I started it. I used my Field Brook Farm, probably say Feeder Brook Farm, their colorway, and this is just the very top of it. So I started it, and it's kind of in turquoise, and it's on a really small needle gauge or small needle circumference. So I started it. I'm using Brooklyn Tweed Shelter. Their fingering weight double. The Feeder Brook Farm, which is very similar, like barber pole, very similar to the Spin Cycle. It's very thick and thin. So I was really hoping that most of it would be thicker, so it would be equal to like a worsted weight that I'm doing with the holding the double, or the shelter double, but it's not. And I'm doing it on, I think, 7s again. Yeah, I'm doing it on 7s again. And the Feeder Brook Farm is working up really, really well on the 7s, but the shelter is way too thick. It's going to be like a bulletproof garment by the time I'm done with it. And I think I'm going to pull it out. I was trying to show you kind of the pattern, if you can kind of see right there. I really like the colors though. I originally was going to use this with a gray, like a slate gray, because there is some gray in it. There we go. There's some gray in there, but I really wanted to kind of bring out the warmness of it, and I really like that. So I can't decide. I have gray. I think I might, actually, I know I'm going to pull it out and start over, because I really like the pattern. The pattern is just excellent. It's definitely not a pattern that they hold your hand with. The chart is a little confusing, but I really want the sweater. So I think I am gonna end up using gray, because the worsted weight that I have isn't as thick. It's like a heavy DK. So I think it'll work really well with the Feeder Brook for this particular sweater. So I'm excited. The sweater is not size inclusive, y'all. It only goes up to, I'm making the largest size. The largest size is 49 3/4 inch. And it's supposed to have, I think, a little bit of ease to it as well. I noticed in this particular book that it was not very size inclusive, which kind of stinks, but yeah. So I'm going to work on that. And then my last thing I'm super duper excited about, you guys go to Instagram and check out Gray Owl Knits on Instagram. Grey, Grey, Owl Knits. Her name is Sarah Kelly, and she has made a Choose Your Adventure sweater, and it's Choose Your Adventure sweater 2. It's a fingering weight sweater, which yeah. But anyway, it's a fingering weight sweater, and I asked if I could test it. So I put in my application, and I was accepted today to test it. So it starts tomorrow, and I believe it goes through July. So she's given us plenty of time to work on it. I am going to do a short sleeve version. You could apply to do a short sleeve or a long sleeve version. Very size inclusive. There were tons. I can't remember because I am the 5th size, and I think I didn't print the pattern out for you guys today. I didn't have time. I think there were like 10 sizes, 10 or 11 sizes, that total, just completely size inclusive. I think it's awesome. So it's Choose Your Adventure. So the top, she gives you a yoke, and it's full color work. You can choose to do full color work if you want. I am going to do full color work. So the top, everybody's is the same, and then it looks like underneath the yoke, you can choose your own adventure. So she's got several charts that you can use, and you pick a chart and you do it until that chart's done, and then you can pick another like motif to go between another chart, and the charts, y'all, are campers. So there's campers, RVs, hammocks, I think little fires, like little campfires, and I think there's 1 or 2 others. And then she gives you like little like borders to go in between the different motifs too as you're working it. I am so excited, y'all. I am hopefully I am gonna do an all over color work sweater. And I'm doing short sleeves. So I have the linen quill that I bought over the winter, and I think I'm going to do it in the yellow linen quill, and then I think each motif I'm going to do a different color. I think I have some bright single skeins of fingering weight that I think I'm going to use. I think we'll see. But I wanted to do it in the linen quill, so maybe it was a lighter weight, and I could wear it in the spring, when it does get pretty warm here. So super excited. So go check that out. And I am gonna post progress on my Instagram and tag her in it as I work. So tomorrow I'm hoping to at least cast on that particular sweater. I am gonna finish the watch cap hopefully tonight at work, or so I can give it to him on Saturday when he works next. And then I've kind of put my ripple crop top on hold until I finish my other sweater, because I do want to be a good test knitter and kind of bang out the other one, so that way I can finish. So this is the adult version. She is making it a kids version as well, which I am so excited about. I am definitely going to offer to test knit the kids version as well, because my son, that is his favorite thing in the entire world, are campers and RVs, and I am so excited because he will flip out if he has a sweater that has campers on it. I mean, I can't even imagine how excited he will be. So I'm looking forward to when she posts that one, so I can ask to test knit that as well. So I think that's it today, guys. Oh, I did want to show you my bag. The more that I use this bag, the more I love it. It is Cottontail Farm, and this is the Harris tweed. She has a ton of bags with the tweed. This tweed, y'all, it's like iron. It's like, it seems indestructible. Like, I throw it in my bag, it comes out at work, and it sits in the floor, and it's, this is like a felt, it's like a felt fabric, and it hasn't gotten really nasty. It has pilled a little bit, but highly recommend her products. I know I've showed you this before, but I think it's awesome. Her products are really, really nice. So check her out on Instagram. And I believe she has an Etsy too, where she posts her products. She's got, I think, project bags, book bags, all kinds of stuff. So check her out. I think that's it, guys. Hopefully we're healthy this weekend so we can get some of the stuff done around the camper and kind of just maybe do some stuff around just in life and maybe get out of the camper for the weekends. So I think that's about it, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by today. I hope you enjoy your knitting. I hope you guys start working on projects for spring because it's coming up and you know you're going to want to wear your knits this spring. So maybe we can do a spring cowl and do maybe some lightweight fingering weight or cotton projects. Maybe we can work on that next. And maybe I can do a prize of some of that Sestari yarn. Oh, it's really good. Check out their website. I hope you guys have a great day, a great weekend, and I hope you enjoy your knitting. Thanks so much. Bye.